Hi, welcome to today's episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up at the Abbott house and we see Jack and Diane are looking at the program. And Diane is there complaining about the location and wonders why Summer chose to be there. And Kyle thinks it's a terrible mistake to go back there. We then see Summer is at the venue and she is looking at her mom's photo saying that she will make it right for her. Then we see Lily is in Danielle's room and she offers to take Danielle out for coffee before the memorial. But Danielle said that he got some from room service already. Danielle expressed that he is proud of Summer but is also worried about her. And then Lily tells Danielle that she is putting his project on pause. Then we see Nick goes to see Sally and they discuss Summer doing the planning for the memorial, and she is also shutting Nick out, and Nick also complains about the location of the memorial. Then we see Jeremy is in his room reading the article about the location, and then he gets a call that Phyllis was a no-show to the flight that he arranged for her to get out of town. Then we see Phyllis is in a room and it looks like that she is putting on a disguise of some sort. We see glasses, we see short black hair, and it seems like she's about to attend the memorial. Then we see Kyle at the Abbott house express that Summer isn't connecting with him anymore, and Diane questions if her being at the memorial would cause Summer pain. Kyle says Summer wants everyone there. We go over at the coffee house and we see Sally and Nick comes up, but Sally approaches Summer there to say that she is sorry and express her condolences. But Summer goes off on Sally and tells Sally that she isn't invited to the memorial and she thought she would have gotten rid of Sally since she is carrying Adam's baby, but she is hungry and she's using her dad. And she tells Sally to stay away from her. Nick comes over and asks, "What are you doing, Summer?" And Nick tells her to take it out on him, not on Sally. But Summer leaves him there. Nick apologizes to Sally for what happened, and Sally says to Nick that Summer is right and tells Nick that Summer needs him right now, but she will not be going with him to the memorial. Nick leaves. Then we go back to the athletic club and Danielle questions why Lily would cancel the project. Danielle says that he needs it to keep him working and Lily agrees to move forward with it then. Then we see Jeremy Stark goes to the motel that Phyllis was and he sees that Phyllis isn't there after searching the room. Then we see Kyle arrives at the memorial and asks why Summer chose the location. Then we see Chance comes in and Kyle asks Summer what is he doing there, and Summer lets Kyle know that he invited Chance. And she goes over and asks Chance if he has any updates, and Chance says no, and he says to Summer that he understands why she chose the location. Then we go back to the coffee house and we see Adam runs into Sally there and he's surprised that she is not at the memorial with Nick since they do everything together these days, and Sally let Adam know that Summer disinvited her. Sally asks Adam, however, to join her for a positive reassurance. Then we see Nikki and Victor discuss Summer's handling of the event on her own as they arrive there. Then Lauren and Michael compliment Summer and Danielle for the portrait of Phyllis that they have. And then Danny arrives with Lucy. This made Danielle so excited to have her there. Then we see Jeremy Starks arrives and Kyle, Jack, and Diane wants him gone. And Kyle, Jack, Diane, and Summer all questions why Jeremy is there. Jack says that she will handle it, and then he approaches Stark. And Summer then goes over to Chance and asks him not to let it blow up. And then, as Jack approaches Stark and telling him he's not inviting, Stark accusing Diane of killing Phyllis and tells Jack to go handle that. This makes Kyle angry and then he goes over to try to attack Jeremy, but Chance tells Jeremy he has to leave or else he'll find some ways to put him behind bars. So Jeremy leaves and then Summer stares at Diane and her behavior. Then back at the coffee house, Sally tells Adam that she doesn't want to talk about anything stressful, and Adam decides to talk about what it's like having a baby and being a parent. Back at the memorial, Kyle, Jack, and Diane talk about Stark being responsible for what happened to Phyllis. Then we see Danny begs Lily to keep an eye on Daniel. Then we see Summer then goes to start the memorial, and we see Phyllis arrives in a disguise. We then go back to the coffee house, and Sally asks Adam if he gave any thought to the advice she gave him about starting his own company. Sally tells Adam that she wants to help him, and he tells her that Vic shut down the purchase of McCall. That was the project that they had in work. Sally offers to give him a distraction, and the distraction is that she invites him to a doctor's appointment where they'll have a gender reveal. Then we go over to the memorial, and we see Phyllis is dressed up as a choir member there, standing and looking at everyone. And Summer welcomes everyone, and she says the service is to make amends with her mom. And we see Phyllis watches as she cries and talks about her mom. Summer then said that all her mom did was because she was loved. And she turns to Phyllis' portrait, cries, and apologizes. And Summer says to the portrait, "I believe you," loud so that everyone could hear. And we see Diane's face is there looking numb and cold, and Chance watches on. Back at the coffee house, Adam accepts Sally's invitation, but Sally says that Nick will be there too. Downer. Adam is excited to know the gender of the baby. Please, writers, find a reason for Nick to be not in attendance. And back at the memorial, Summer does a toast and asks any others to speak, and she asks Daniel to go first, but Daniel cries and says that he can't do it. Then Nick goes up and he speaks, and Nick gave a special speech. It was touching. Then Jack decides that he wants to go next because of what Nick did. He's trying to be the better of the two. As Jack speaks about Phyllis, Diane's face doesn't like it. The manner in which Jack is there speaking about Phyllis is so touching. But Diane does her fake tears, and Jack cries, and he talks about how he and Phyllis were stuck in an elevator giving birth to Summer, and he calls her Red. Then we go back to the coffee house, and Adam and Sally shares a moment as the baby moves in her stomach, and she puts Adam's hands on her belly and they laugh together. Then we see Lauren and Michael go up to speak. Then Nikki goes up, gives a speech, and Phyllis is standing there smiling as Nikki takes her shot at Diane. We see Jeremy at the room wondering where Phyllis is, and says that she will not screw up and ruin his plans. Then Lucy goes up to speak, and we see Chance gets a text that says Diane Jenkins. Not sure who it is from or why. Thanks for watching. Bye.